Right, okay. And we're back again. Give me a second whilst to make sure everything's out the way that needs to be out the way. That's fine. Okay, I think we're ready. So, just checking. So I've got my Intel DX2 thing up. The cover art's up. This is working. Got the game name. I think I'm ready. Oh, and of course, obviously, I don't really need much of it, but I'm only getting this out for your spell descriptions because they should be pretty much the same anyway. But yes, oh, before I forget, I keep forgetting about the... There's two more things I need to open up before I forget. So that is, if you remember, we've got the manual and the... code wheel, that was it. Adventurer's Journal, which we'll need. Brill. Right, let's get back into DOS mode. Don't like that now, since we're in DOS. Okay, CD pull red. And it's pull red. I think we should be able to just type in this. Yeah, thought so. It'd be interesting to see that now that I've increased the volume level of the microphone, whether you'll be able to actually pick up the PC beeper a bit better. We'll have to see about that one. Right, so we need to find the relevant symbols. This one, and this one. And then we need to read from, should be Savior. Yes. Load from B. Because A, I think, was the original characters, but we don't need that anymore, arguably. And then we did B as just a main game bit. Right, so what did we do last time? Why were we here? Well, we were getting rid of people. Let me just double check. I also need to check my... I just need to take off line because I don't think we'll need that. Yeah, lining's gone. Where are we? Content producer, which I've already got open. And whereas pull rate so 4, I just want to listen to what was said last time. Right, so it looks like basically we changed the view because some characters have died. And it looks like all characters are fine now. So Call Gold Moon, we did have a death of Farrell, unfortunately, which was our magic user. I think everybody should be fine now. Let's have a look. Let me just double check everybody's got everything. Because what we do want to do is we don't want to go into a fight and realise that, hey, somebody's defenseless, because that would be annoying. Alright, 35 darts. Sling leather armor, short sword, no problem. Oops. Few items. Shield, scale mail, battle axe. Yeah, okay. I know I should actually look at this section, but I just want to make sure that the items are there. Right, so I think I'm happy with everything. I know we've got some dead characters in the other section. Who we've got is Carol and Brian. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, because we're leaving them anyway. Right, so no, don't quit the DOS. We need to begin adventuring. Yes, because we came in here, that's why. So I'm going to kind of, well, I say cheat, but try and at least keep Core on, because he's our main fighter at the moment. Can I actually change the positions of people? Yep, the order. So select Stern. Place that. Zilith can kind of stay there. Farrell needs to go back. There we go. Exit. Exit. Save and B. That's that done. Notices for teachers and students are posted on the walls. No direct. Oh, okay. Don't need to worry about that. Right. Go back in. Let's see if I can remember this. That way, and it's all the way around. Oh no, it's not. Missed the door. There we go. It should be all the way through. Bash through here. I believe it's this way. Bash through here. I don't remember next. Okay. Right, so we're outside. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to see whether if we go back to the area with the full of monsters, you know, the one where last week I believe we dressed up as monsters and wandered around. I think I might try that again. But I might stay in the same area just so that I can kind of grind a little bit. Plaza is crowded with monsters. So we're going to do the same thing again. Spot a group of goblins, what they're going to do. Declare a party. And demand, who are you? Let's be abusive. Yeah, settlers, kill him. 5 goblins. Right, let's see what we're doing with 5 goblins. So we've got Farrell, who should have darts. Yes, they do. Well, yes, she does, sorry. And you've got a long sword. We need to change this. So, I'm ready for that. Short bow +1. Use standard arrows because I'm keeping the plus arrows for anything a bit more dangerous. I know we've been with a lot more dangerous things, but there's... because we've only come across it once, I've decided it might be an idea to keep them just in case. And the other thing is, I've not actually used any my sling, so I want to see what that's like. So I'm ready for this. Put this back on. Because with dexterity, that should be a better one, maybe? The manual. Oh, what does this do? 5 damage. I did pretty well. The good thing about the sling is, I believe it is in it is, well, you don't need really ammo for it. Miss. Miss. Goblin guard surrenders. That one's dead. Oh, that's a short but good fight. Done. Exit. Done. Exit. Exit. Oh, don't quit. That's why. Continue battle now. Right, so Sturm is down a little bit. Take all these. Overloaded. Cover is blown. That's fine, because we're quite close to where we need to be anyway. And camp. Rest for 2 days. Stop resting, yes. And then we can save PP. And just grind this area for a bit. Orcs, what do they want? clear at party. And walk on. Okay. So they not seen us then properly. That's fine. So we're going to have a lot of people that might walk on. Hobgoblins. Demand who awaits. I'll just be abusive again, because why not? They grumble and move on. Okay. Was not expecting that. Orcs. Demand. Abusive. Okay. They've blown our cover. Move to attack. Thank you. Please do not do my moves for me, computer. Because otherwise, it removes the fun from me. My orc surrenders. Fine. Right, okay. Doing quit is what we should have done. Oh. Okay, so let's give it to Gold Moon. Alright, so we're going to have to sell her stuff anyway. Right, so cover's blown. Need to get out of here. Just realised my camera's a bit too high up. That's better. Right, do I remember how to get back this way? Sort of. There we go. I love how the sea watch is still eyeing us suspiciously, despite the fact we've already cleared out, an area. But, where's that sea watch for you? Hello there, Amiga Gamer. Since you're here, you might be interested to hear that obviously the whole I did an audio test on Saturday. I can't remember if you were there or not. It was Sunday I did it, and obviously you might hear things a lot louder now. Also, I'm gonna test something with you, see if you can hear it proper, because on my laptop I could hear it a lot better than last time. Ready?
Here's my motherfucking paw! I'm a land farmer, motherfucker!
So that should be a lot louder now. It's way better audio levels on voice. That's good. Right, so that sounds like it's working properly now. So, just give me a sec. Let me sort out the viewer rewards because I've still got it open. Did I put it on that? Or did I not? Can't remember how I did it. I also want to test out something else. It's not there. Unless I deleted it. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Give me a sec. Both fine. I was having to crank up the volume really high for a few weeks there. Yeah, I do apologise for that. I did say I was going to get it sorted. I'm glad I did. So that's much better now. I might tweak the microphone because I think the problem is the microphone's got the gain very high. I think I need to pull that down a bit. But other than that, I think everything else should be fine. And the other one was... How did I do... I have another... Give me a sec, guys. I'm just checking something. I'm sure I bookmarked it. Must have backmarked it on the other machine. Damn it. Right, I'll have to look at that later. So I did have a text to... Actually, is it still... I did have a TTS thing. I don't know if it's working. Ooh, that's louder. Right, let me know if you've heard that. If so, then if it's loud enough, it should be enough to put it back. So basically that's working now. It should be fine. So it's now in channel points. No sound in that here. Right, okay. So that's not working. Right, that's fine. I will go and find out what that is later. Give me a second. Turn it off so nobody accidentally wasted points on it. Right, I'll also find out how I did the lead farmer one, because we did have it on for a bit. I just can't remember what I did with it. But it is working, so that's good. Right, okay. Cat shift. Yeah, there's no space for you. Don't sit on my mouse. Hey, right, there you go. And now that the cat's in, the cat cam is available. I need to view items. See what we got. 2 gold, 1 gold, 2 gold. View items. Oh, it's an extra shield, so I can actually. It's there, right? Okay, can't sell. Yep. Right, okay. Exit there. Just want to check people's levels because some people obviously started again. Which means I'll need to check whether 22 experience for the dwarf. $2,501 for the fighter. Won't get another level to 4,000. Gold Moon is level 2, 2012. Won't get another level till 3,000. Yeah, definitely out of. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. 22 experience. Right, okay, so they're all pretty much low. I figured as much. I just want to make sure that everyone was fine. Right, okay. Finished Neverwinter Nights campaign, 70 hours, big story. On to the expansions now. The Shadows. Oh, I'm gonna fuck up this word because I keep doing so. Urantide, is it? And Hordes of the Underdark. Yep, because I think I remember showing you last time that I had those. Not enjoying SOR. The next one's supposed to be great. Which one was SOR? It's not Streets of Rage, is it? So instead of playing from one, I've imported from previous character. Blitzing through everything with massively overpowered spells. SOR, what's SOR? Oh, sorry, the expansion, I see. Okay. Right, so it's something for me to think of, because I need to redo, Neverwinter Nights. I did have a save somewhere, and then it kind of disappeared, unfortunately. So, I couldn't really have to restart it all again. So I mean, can't spare ass find or about it, me gamer. I'm mildly impressed that I can remember the way partially using Justice as a map. I know I've only just done it beforehand, but it's... What the... Okay. I don't know why it did that. Right, so we're going to disguise ourselves as monsters, because I'm not 100% sure as to whether it's also camp and save. Might Magic 2 had the same mapping problems to this. Doesn't show shop names. Doesn't show where the doors are. A lot of memory needed or paper notes. Yeah, if you remember rightly, I've got if I remember rightly, but I do anyway. Some of you might recall that I do use CMap, which is a mapping program. I've not used it here because I'm generally trying to use memory, and it's kind of at the moment easy to remember where I am so far. Because I'm remembering it as blocks whereabouts I am. Plus, we've not moved that far, but I think once we start kind of branching out to other areas, I might have to start kind of doing a C-map thing just to see where I am. But I know this area because it's full of monsters. I'm just using it to grind. Let's be abusive and see if they notice. They noticed. 6 goblins. Doing pretty well now. I think it's just a look of the so-called dice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Sturm up one. Go that way. And then you can use a sling for a change. Missed twice. But you surrendered. You surrendered. Yeah, okay. So they all surrendered. Fine. I'm happy with that. Did they drop all their loot? Looks like I might have to go back soon. No, 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 no. Yes, I'm gonna go back through, press the wrong button. Take. Even though they're only gonna cost me about 5, but 5 gold pieces, but it's better than nothing. To play these in DOSBox, use a gold box companion, which handles most of the mapping stuff. I've seen other things like Jim Plays Games did I think he did an Amiga stream for Eye of the Beholder. But he was using this modified version that allowed it to map as well. I'm sure it was the Amiga version, because I'm sure I downloaded it on my old system. Yeah. So I've seen stuff like that. Cover is blown. That's fine. We need to rest anyway. In camp, rest for 2 days. 3 days will be fine. Because there's no time there really. Possibly use this on the dust box. You can see the screens if you scroll down the add-ons. I've just noticed how big the fucking spider is. Oh dear. That's gonna be some. If we happen to go across that. Well, I'll add it as an interest point, but it's not something I'll probably use myself anyway, because I'm trying to keep this as, I've got a 486, I want to use it, so it gives me a good excuse to kind of, sit and play around with it. And I already did DOSBox years ago for things like, what was the game? I was doing an LP of it, and I paused it, and I only mean to get back to it. It's Battletech Crescent Ultra Revenge. And it was okay, but yeah, that I've got the PC here, I can start using things like the F keys. And when you've kind of got those for your streaming and stuff, it kind of gets in the way. So, plus, like I said, I quite like, I built this machine, and I kind of just want to keep with its stuff. Goldmoon. Well, is she damaged? She should be okay. Right. But thanks anyway for that. In camp, save and B. They're going to spot us. Demand who we, be abusive. See, there's the goblins that seem to kind of see who we are. hobgoblins we abused, and they were like, "Oh, fine, we'll just leave you alone then." Um, see how quickly they surrender. Ball out. That's good. Done quits. Here's all experience points because we're getting better at getting rid of the goblins. What we got? 54 silver. And probably half the world in items. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's see if we can attract more trouble. Orcs are popping in. How many of them? 6. See if we can take them on. Bit of a hard hit. Orc surrenders. Orc surrenders. Orc dies. Okay. Done exit. 16. Alright, what we got? Take silver, nice amount there. That's it. Okay, that's good. Right, so what I need to do is quickly rest. Especially since Sturm and Goldman are quite low down. Sure, she's at 14. No, okay. Right. You know what? Let's try boldly forward. Two hobgoblins. See how well we go up against this lot. And finally, she caused some damage. No, that's what I wanted. There we go. 5. That's a good shot. Alright, so rule of thumb really. Keep the thief with the sling. So it's a good thing I bought it. Just my own fault for not using it. Share. Take what we've got. 2 long swords, that should be fine. Right, let's see what more trouble we can get into. Oops, it's a bit too far. Right. Ooh. Done. Exit. Shit. Looks like the dice is not with us today. Can I use bandage? Didn't want to do that anyway. I think I've got to be near the person. Unless Sturm is actually dead. Which is quite likely. It's a good thing that they've all missed. And I think I need to switch weapons. There's no bandage option. Oh dear. Right, done. Exit. See how long it is before somebody can't carry. Overloaded. Ogres. Let's try and flee. That's two of them. Cross your fingers. We have defeated them before. This goes down, so I'm hoping means Gold Moon's probably dead. Oh, wait a minute. Idiot. I've got, oh no. That's not good. Well, good thing that I saved, so it's not too far behind. Okay, I have my mouse back, please. Thank you. My cat has this thing about lying on things, so she'll put her head on my keyboard or my mouse or anything like that and wonders why I get like, well, could you move please? I think it's this one. And you where? Where were we? Well, the characters are back. I think I've just rested. Right, okay, so sling. Good shot. Dice is with us today. Oh, well, at least in this save, sorry. Finally, Farrell actually throws a dart that does more than one damage. Yeah, good round. Oh, already overloaded. Right, so looks like I'm gonna have to go back into town anyway. Let's see if we can make it. Oh, which way am I going? Oh, no, I don't want to break in. I do want to... That's 2341. If I wander around a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's view items. Need to get rid of this. And then I need to exit, buy some more darts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40 darts. Sling leather armor, short sword, which is his anyway, which means everything else gets sold. Get some more arrows as well. Short bow, I think we just keep that for a while. So exit, buy, next. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exit, go into the inventory. Ooh, view items. And then join all these. 85 arrows. Exit on that one. View items. So let's look. There's the armor, so just these 3 and it could sell. Okay, exit. So, yeah. You know, while I think about it, since I'm getting lots of money, I might as well see if I can upgrade armor as well. And just double check something. So cleric can go with any, fighter can go with any. Where's the armor gone? armor list. There we go. So currently we're on scale mail. AC of 6. Let's see how much. We've got plenty of platinum. Let's go exit, buy. This is gold pieces. Banded mail is 90. Plate is 400. I can go for banded mail, no problem. Right, okay. Buy banded mail then. Ready that. I ready this. And then sell scale mail. Which puts me to AC of 4. Brilliant. Right. Gold moon. Let's have a look what armor gold moon can have. Any armor. So you items. That's right, back. Take up the studded leather. Put on the banded. Sell that one. Encumbrance standard 89. Am I carrying a tank? Where does it say that? Encumbrance. I have no idea. I've got 1,272 on this, so I don't know how this works it out. Maybe it's a numerical thing for how they've worked it out for first edition. I'm seem to be able to pick up other things fine. I don't know. Exit B. Let's get banded mail for the fighter. Oops, hang on. Sell the scale mail because we don't need that now. Right, let's see if we can raise something. No, I'm so jewelry. Oh no, that was right. We need to ID. Ring of Protection +1. Nice. And braces. Not enough money. Okay, that's fine. We need to come back and find out what the prices are. And then at some point, I think I need to upgrade the broadsword. Let me just double check. What my on broadsword now is 2 to 8 damage. I think really what I need to look at is the damage versus larger than man-sized. So Bastard Sword does 2 to 8, but does 2 to 16 on larger. My current broadsword does 2 to 7 on larger. Longsword does 1 to 12 on larger. I sold those. But supposedly Longsword only does 1 to 8 standard. Scimitar only does 1 to 8 both. Two-handed though does 1 to 10 standard and 3 to 18 on larger. Okay. Well, that's good. Alright, that's something to work for. Let's put the ring of protection on. AC of -1 now. Encumbrance is quite light there. Let's see who else has got high encumbrance. I think most of the people should be fine. Yeah. Bandit. What was the AC 4? If I remember rightly, ring of protection adds to the AC. AC 3. Celeste needs to be better, but we'll get back to her later, I think. And I think, if I remember rightly, Thief in this game can only go to leather. Yeah. Right, okay, that's fine. We've done enough time in here. Let's encamp. Save on B. I think everybody's happily the correct hit points. We can have a quick rest before we go in, so it's fine. Encamp, rest for 2 days. Exit. Everybody's okay. Save on B. So I think this session we're just going to do a lot of grinding, see how far we can get. Because I think it's going to help. Especially since it'll mean that we can get more weapons and armor. How many are with there? 6 goblins. Where's Farrell not got? Okay, for some reason that didn't get readied. That's fine. Wandering into a fight and wondering why I don't have an arrow. Alright, okay, let's go this way. I'm hoping the banded whale will help with the enemies missing. I was doing quite well at the moment. Not a bad run. Right, what we got? Should have plenty of money. Full share. Take lots of items as per usual. Probably won't be able to carry as many because of the fact that we've now got banded mail on. That's just a guess. Camp. Save B. Ogres. See if we can take these guys on. Again, we saved just before, so I think I want to try and learn to save regularly a bit more. 5 damage. Miss, good. Gold wound 7. Cast. Cure light wounds. No, that... Never mind. Oh, it's fine, okay. Brill. So it's almost as if the turn is half good done and it comes back to cleric to do the casting. Just expected the cast to be straight away, not... Yes, enough to get rid of the Goga. Well, we get in there. Just need to get, I think, another good hit. It should be fine. Enough? Yes. Okay, done. Quit. 66. What do we get for that? 10 gold. It's not too bad. Full share. I'm gonna go and try and rest as well. Let's see if I can make it back. In camp, rest 5 days. I mean, I know I could do this, like I said, with spells, but there's no point at the moment. Oh shit, I've forgotten something. Magic. Gold Moon, memorize. Right, that's memorized. Save B. Go back into the grinding area. Stride boldly forth. Right, let's move. Eight damage, not bad. 2 more damage. Miss on that. 5, that's down. The ogre in. Four damage. 12 hit point. Oh, did this dog surrender? Fair enough. Right, so we're looking fairly well. Gold wound's a bit damaged. What is it gonna do? I had an idea to do something. Let me think, what was it gonna do? Oh yeah. Check where we are in experience. 217. 238. 238 again. While to go yet. You're on 238 because you're not up yet. Okay. And camp. Save B. I think I'm gonna risk it. Not for trouble. Ten orcs. Ooh. This could go either way. See how well the armor and dice roll is. Right, so you are gonna have to use a short sword. Right, you're surrounded. Where are we going to go for? I think that way. Six damage, not good. I think the game was just like, alright mate, you're getting a bit too cocky now. I might reload this actually. It's interesting how gold runes only been hit for 1 damage. Well, I'm wondering whether that's to do with the banded mail. Ryan's depth bandaged. Oh, it's because everybody's too close. Right, okay. Exit, use quarterstaff. Let this down. A lot missing going on with the main fighters. Not anymore. Oh no. Yeah, looks like this is going to have to be reloaded. See how core lasts. Okay, I'm just going to put a poll up. That'd be a good time to do that. Manage poll. Create new one. Well, poll. Survive. Okay. Got a minute. Start that poll. See what people say. No. Okay. Got to vote for no. Come up to the end. Right. And it's a no. Let's see whether that is the case. Okay, let's try and attack the enemy below as we were doing before. 6 damage. 2 damage. That's 8 damage. They'll miss. Got a load of misses so far. Still missing. Six damage. He's got one. Go for the bottom one. 3 damage. Eight damage. That should. It's not killed him. Ooh, 1 hit point left. See if we can take another one down before he dies. Nope. Who's going to deliver the killing blow? Oh, he's got another one down. And no. So he took down 2 before he died himself. Bit of a trooper, but not too much of a trooper. But I didn't even see who it was that said no to the last poll. Can I see who said that? Doesn't really say. Okay, never mind. Can't see anything. Oh well, whoever it was correct. I think just delete poll now, do I? So could not delete poll. Okay. It won't tell you who voted no. They have to admit to it. Okay, no problem. That's fine. And hello there, Antaeus. Right, so it's this one, and then it's the temple. Load date. Also, it was me who voted no. Well, it was a good guess. I mean, there was a possibility. You did take it down too, but and he's only just upgraded to banded mail quite recently, which has helped a lot. Hence the -1. I think the other -1 was because he's also wearing a ring of protection. Right, so let's goblins is always good. So this looks like a random area. 10 goblins. I think we should be okay with that. Yeah, well, we last. Right, okay. Attack burst and get somebody else to bandage. It's interesting how it was the goblins that have managed to break through the defenses, but never mind. I think you can go next. Why is... Oh, wait a minute. Have you not got... No, your arrows are there. Oh, I know why. Because one of the goblins is too close. So... use... Unready this. Unready this. Put my long sword on. And the other thing I've noticed as well is if your team member, I was going to say, is dead, then usually the orcs will, or the enemies will stand on them. But it looks like that's not, not the case. Right, so you're too close. Can't use darts. Use quarterstaff instead. We're not going to be useful, but oh, you're on a sling. Couple of guard surrenders. You surrender. You surrender. You die. You surrender. And you surrender. Not too much of a bad fight then. Okay, take money. 180 silver. Full share. Take fucking hell. That's a lot of items. So I'm gonna have to go back anyway and sell all this stuff. Right. Let's get encamped and rested. I think after the celebration it's going after 10 goblins pretty much surviving. I think it's time for
Here's my motherfucking paw! I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker!
yep. And we'll get the channel points on that sorted so we can get that back on. In fact, I should be able to do that now because all I've got to do is just do a request. So give me a sec, let me just kind of, because I think she only needs 1 day. Yeah, okay. Alright, let me just check something. Right, okay, so I've just put a new ward in chat for the Ledge Farmer one. It's at 250. So there you go. That's now fixed. That'll come in through a requests bit, and then I'll have to kind of put it through manually. But at least that's out the way and done. Right, so exit. We're going to save V. Go back to town and dump all the stuff. Check out our wares. Let's see. Let's start selling shit. Short sword. So it's this one. Yeah. Sell. See if anything pops up that's more than it should be. I'm going to see if I can ID this. Braces AC 6. Okay. So what happens if I put him on? Oh, I can't. Is that because I've got shield on? Oh no. I'm pressing the wrong fucking one, that's why. Right, so that's giving me that. What does it give me in? It just says -1. Give it to Sturm and see if that helps him. Okay, so exit. Come to Sturm, view items. Sell all this. But it's worth 6,000. Don't want to sell it anyway. Let's ready it and see. Let's just take the ready off. We're on AC4. Doesn't seem to do anything. It's a bit shit. Well, I'll give it to Sturm anyway. See what happens. Unless the idea is that the minimum or maximum it goes to is 6 possibly. Without anything else maybe. Zilith has chainmail. I think I wanted to upgrade. Zilith was the fighter mage, which means that she can wear anything. Excuse me. Bloody chair. 30 gold though, I don't think she'll be able to afford it. Let me just see. Oh no, she can buy it. Which means I should be able to take off the chainmail, put the branded mail on, sell this, get some money back for it, and then I'll be fine with that. Actually, what is Brian's AC5? If I remember rightly, the lower the better on AC. So that should be fine. Barrel is AC9. Wonder whether Farrell will be allowed to wear bracer. Don't think so though. Just try it. Take these off. Trade with Farrell. Ooh. AC5. Take them off. Right, okay, fine. Farrell is going to have the braces because it benefits her for a lot more. And whilst I think about it, cool. Let's just do a whole share. Which means now Core should be able to go from broadsword to one-handed, two-handed. Just have a look. Buy. Next. Go for a two-handed sword. Yep. I'm going to keep the broadsword around just in case. So if I damage 2d4 plus 1, let's see what changes now when we look at items. Swap the broadsword or two-handed. So it's 2d4 plus 1. Now 1d10 plus 1. That's good. And obviously we had to drop the shield. I'm going to keep it around just in case. Pull, share, exit, encamp, save on B. What are we on? 2 or 4? So I've got about 30 minutes worth of gaming. Right, let's go and do some more grinding. Not the most exciting part of the game, but at least it's something. Extra here. Coming down this way. And I think we go... Right, boldly forward. You can save on B. No, exit. Okay. How many orcs we got? 10? 8. Taking down two already. We need to change from longsword. So use short bow plus the arrows. Let's go for this one. Oh shit, forgot. She is using the quarters there. Use exit there. And you are also not using what I want you to use. You know, despite the banded mail, their gold rune's getting whacked. Well, at least she's dying. That's then John bandage. Oh, one has surrendered. Oh, I can't use. No, I need to pick up some more darts soon. Another surrender, another surrender. Another death. Right, what we got in terms of money? 192. Pull share. Exit. Do another rest. I think depending on how fast she rests, I might do a quick spell cast. I think this should go to 11. And I can do one more day. It's fine. Save B. Okay, how many orcs we got? 8. Okay, so Gun and bandage. Stop the guy from dying. Damn it. Keep forgetting she's on quarterstaff. Use... This is a lot of missing going on. Finally. Finally. Just happy we've got some hits in. Seven damage. Right, I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, I can't. I was hoping to cast... Unless I've used the spell and I forgot to... Yeah, I forgot, haven't I? I forgot to, excuse me, memorize it. Cast. Your light boons. Orc surrenders. Orc surrenders again. Right, pool share. Let's get out of here. Camp. Rest. About 7 weeks. Right, it's already done. Save and B. We've got a good few minutes left, so we can do a bit more grinding. But let's also see what our experience is. 256. Okay. Although Zilith has died. No, Zilith hasn't died. 326. Actually, I think Zilith did at one point. Remind myself what the cleric is for experience. Right, so she needs another 750 points, I think. Needs on about 1,200. Okay. How many we got? 10. I just realised something. Cause AC has gone to 0 instead of -1. Wonder if it's got something to do. I have to find out why that is. Well, that's because he's not having the braces on anymore. So if it's down. Gold Moon keeps being owned. Finally got back at the goblins. The only problem is that our main range person is already down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Exits. Oh. There are no darts. Goblin surrenders. Goblin surrenders. Finally. Don't quit. Right. Let's start taking everything. I partially wonder whether it's an idea to go and... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the stuff off back to town. And then I'm going to try again at a place where we died quite recently. Which was the one with one lizard and his pets. Because I'm wondering now that my part is a bit more armoured up. And whether that might be a good things to see if I can get past. And it is in this area. There's also the rooms near that had armies of orcs in, but I don't feel confident. So I'm probably not going to go down that road. Oops. Yeah, we already know about C1. I think that's a cross the river trip, but I'm a bit worried about doing that because I'm not quite sure how the monsters are set out in this. Right. Oh, do I want to break in? No, I don't want to break in. Do I want to piss off the city guard? Right, so we are... In fact, let's go in here. Yep, stay for that. 18... okay. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 hours, let's say. I did that so that I can get light in and I can come in here. Okay. Show the wares. Sell the shit. And what I'm thinking of doing is because recently I've got a bit more time off from work. So I'm thinking of doing some grinding off screen. So you guys don't have to watch me do that all the time. And then it means I can get in a good position to basically do the main areas a bit better. Just sort everybody out. In fact, I'm tempted to... No. Okay. Let me just sort everybody else out. View items. You don't have anything. Okay. And then we want to... we're out anyway. That's fine. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that is to do some off-screen grinding to get my party a bit better. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it means I don't have to waste a stream doing it. So what was I going to do? I was going to come back, going to dump stuff. Oh, before we finish the stream, I was going to see if my party was powerful enough to take on the lizards. Give me a sec whilst to get to it. Right, so we're in this area. I believe the lizard is... I'm just going to go around this area because it avoids me having to read the text. It stops the game otherwise. Okay, camp. Save B. There we go. And there, Amiga Cammy. Have you played D&D for real? Like the pen and paper? Yep, certainly have. That's why I have this, and it's not for show. It's one of the first D&Ds I played. Not very much of, but I did play a bit of it. So this is second edition there. You won't see it. Let me just switch over to webcam only. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. Makes it a bit easier to read. Second edition D&D. And then I mostly played. So I played a bit of second, and then I moved on to third. And they're not like on a 200th edition now. They're on. What was it? So I think it's sixth. Is fifth or sixth is the edition I think is up to now. And now they're talking about redoing it again or something. Something about D&D 1, but I think it's more online stuff. It's kind of weird. Never played, but always wanted to. Yeah, find some people to play with. That's or another way you could do it is I suppose you'd want to play yourself, which is fine. So find some people to play with, and also there's a couple of YouTubers out there that are actually pretty good for listening to. If you want to listen to those, there's one called Kikoskia, who does excuse me, who does Call of Cthulhu. He's had a Paranoia's one. So Paranoia is you're in with a malevolent computer, and you wearing certain kind of clothing, and that clothing basically says whereabouts the place you could be in, and it's fucking bizarre. The whole sort of it's just mad. When you listen to the YouTube clips, you'll hear it. So I'll go find him. His Call of Cthulhu team, one of them was running around with an elephant gun. It's just like, fuck's sake. After I left the mainland, my family started playing it, but they never played it while I lived there. Right, let me go and find the streamer. Not streamer, he does streaming, but it's the YouTube side. I don't know if he does it on streaming. I'll have to find out later. Let me see if I can get you the playlist specifically. Has he still got them? He should. Oh, there's Traveller. Traveller's another system. Here we go. Call of Cthulhu. View playlist. So, Kikoski's Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu playlist is this one. The Paranoia one is this one. It's also who else was I listening to? And it was for the Alien RPG streams. What was it called? I can't remember the group. Let me see if I can search it. Garblag games, that's it. Right. There was a couple of those that were actually pretty good. There was one that was really boring at first, and when they really got into it, it was actually quite good. I don't know if that was Garblag though. It might have been another. No, I think it was another session. But Garblag's not too bad. Sorry, everybody. Just give me a sec while I find the specific ones. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Right. And that's the RPG for Garblag. That's a good one to watch. Thanks. I don't think I could play with people I don't know online. It's hard enough trying to understand one person at a time with my captioning program. I was wondering if this video game felt like a good translation of a game to video game. Well, this is based on first edition. First edition's a lot more. Okay, let me just break this down. So there was D&D, and that's classic D&D, and then they moved over to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, first edition. So this is what this is based on, is first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. There is some kind of, because I started with second, and when I started playing this, I started noticing some differences. So, for example, in this game, thieves could only wear leather armor, but in second edition, they could wear studded leather armor, which is one up from leather, and they could also wear elven chainmail, I think it is, and that's a lot better, but nothing else. So the other thing is, what else did I notice that was different? Poison seems to be a bitch at the moment. I don't know whether that's this game or something else. Hello there, Geeky Chappy. Just discussing D&D with Amiga Cami. So what was the other thing I noticed about this that was different than first edition? There was something else and I can't remember what it was. And then other editions like that could have been third edition. Difference between third edition and second edition was, for example, with the Paladin. I think the spellcasting of the Paladin in second edition and in first, arguably, you start at kind of like level 10, level 9. But with third edition, I think it was level 3 or something like that. So they kind of change certain rules for certain characters all the way through. I did actually find a first edition rule book, and there were other things like they actually put limits on strengths on female and male characters in the first edition, but in the second edition it just doesn't seem to be there. So there's a lot of different changes all the way through different ones in D&D. But yeah, there's if you want to branch out from D&D, there's also other games, like I've already mentioned, there's the Alien RPG one, there's Cthulhu, which is very investigation based. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons where you're coming in and killing everything. With Call of Cthulhu, if you try doing that, chances are you're probably going to die very quickly. So So yeah, that's that one on Call of Cthulhu. There's one that I play called Chin the Warring States. So if you think of this one I ran a few times, it's basically like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that sort of thing. And you've got yin yang guys, so one takes away the other, and then you add on skills on top of that. Whereas Dungeons and Dragons, it's a D20. It's in different systems like that. What else have we got? There's the White Wolf series, the old school White Wolf series. So we're talking Vampire Masquerade, Vampire Dark Ages, Hunter the Reckoning, which we've just spotted over there. White Wolf also did superhero stuff, which is Aberrant, which is quite interesting. But the main focus was like kind of werewolves and vampires. Their system was D10s, and you used successes. So, for example, if I say you got to beat a success of like 5 or something, as long as it's 5 and over, I think that was how he did it. It was like if you had like 5 5s and 2 and a 3, you'd have 5 successes and that sort of idea. So that's White Wolf stuff. What else have we got? There's a lot of D20 based things like Judge Dredd, but Judge Dredd has gone through 3 different variations there. There was the old Game Shop Games Workshop one from years ago. Then in the early 2000s they did one. I'll pull up. Right, sorry about that. So what was I up to? Oh yeah. So we've got Judge Dredd. I'm gonna pull up my thing so I can see what I'm doing. So let me just pop back to web stream. There we go. So this is Judge Dredd. This is based on the early 2000s one, based on, you can see the not there. Sorry, there it says D20. So that's the D20 system. They expanded this out to a few other bits. So expansions. This is one of the expansions they got. This is Britsit. So it tells you all about Armitage and how Britsit works. So if you wanted a scenario in the Britain, what that looked like, you've got all the stuff in there. But that's old now. You can still pick them up and play them. It's like nobody's going to say no to it. It's just, I think they moved over to Traveller system or something like that. I don't think I ever picked it up. Got the GM screen here. GM screen. That's on the back side, and then you've got all the kind of tables and stuff on the front side. There's other games. So remember when I said about Chin the Warring States as the kind of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Well, on the Japanese side, we've got Legend of the Five Rings. So samurai warriors, that sort of thing. Ninja. I played it once, I think. Bought it because obviously I like Japanese stuff, so that's that one. And then we've got another game that I've never played but looked interesting. This is basically ancient Greeks in space. Hellas, Worlds of Sun and Stone. I'll show you the back end of that as well. So, yeah. So it is basically ancient Greeks in space, and I think if I look at the back end, there is. I think Medusas are actually a race. Where's it gone? Gorgons, I think. So there's an image of one of the races, and it's another one. New. Don't think this is part of classic Greek stuff, but this is a Zintar. Looks something out of Warhammer. Yeah, so D&D is a good one to start off in, but if you want to branch off, do so, because there's just so many different things you can play. I mean, you probably heard of Cyberpunk, the new game that came out 2077. That is based on a role-playing game. Cyberpunk's been going since, I think, the 80s. I've played it a couple of times. What did we play? I think it was 2025, one that I played. So that's quite a few. That was back in. That must have come out with 80s or 90s. That one. That particular edition. I don't know about the main one, but that's another one to look at. With Star Wars, that's still going strong. Was D20. I've got Saga Edition down there, and I've also got the West End Games one. Now I've played both versions, and when I go to or when I did go to the Nationals, which were the student nationals role playing stuff, where I can play a whole range of things. They still play the West End Games version, which is good. West End Game version is the system is D6s. Again, it's, I think if I remember rightly, it says another success style one. And it has exploding dice, I think, if I remember rightly. So if you roll a 6, you get to add that on and roll it again, and you keep rolling until you don't get a 6. That's what they mean by exploding. The interesting thing about the West End Games version is you realise, yes, stormtroopers do have armor and it does work. So that was one thing I picked up from that. Is there anything else? There was the anime style one, I think, was called Exalted. I've got a bucket of that in there. I'm sure there was another bucket. Oh, there was one that I bought recently. Right. I don't think I know I showed this off, but this is Zero. And it's basically it's a homebrewing type game, but it's essentially it's Borg, almost Borg, so you know that sort of creatures, which you saw at the back. I remember somebody playing it. It was just making it up as it go along, but it was so interesting. It's another nice image in there. This cost me about 40 quid or something, but this is, I don't think it's easy to pick up anymore. It's Zero. One thing I did like about it was because I did have a copy of this years ago, but it kind of disappeared. Let me just find out where the there was one that I really liked about this, about how it described the Queen. I think it basically just turned around and said, the queen is allowed to do anything, so you can break the rules on that one. So, which is quite funny. And the other thing I like about this game is how you make the name. Let's see if I can quickly find how you make the name. Game mechanics. Oh yeah, some more imagery for you. I think that's the queen on the right, and then you've got stuff like that. Very kind of cross between Borg and HR Geiger style. I think if I remember rightly, in order to make a name, you roll a number of dice, and if it's like 1, 3, 2, 7, that's basically what your name is. But that was what 0 was like. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff on there. Someone just told me recently there was using the Alien RPG rules from Free League. Somebody's made a Red Dwarf one, which actually, when I thought about it, it does make sense because Alien uses stress dice, and considering how much shit that Vista and stuff get up to, I can imagine that would work quite nicely. And the other one that they built from that was Blade Runner. And it's even more brutal on Blade Runner than it is in Aliens, so be interesting to see what those two are like. But yeah. In fact, if I find it, I will put it in chat. Let me just pull this back. It's called Started Off as Homebrew and got. Oh, you started off as Homebrew? What, for D&D stuff or just generally? Let me just pull all this stuff back. Alright, go on. Oh. Right, okay. Let's go there. Right, I'll sort the rest out later. And just put. Oh! Sneezy put. Oh, my finger! You dirty. This. Sneeze on my bloody fingers. Give me a second. Go out. I was up to. Oh, there, CDJ. Red Dwarf is a goat. Yeah, it's very good. Best Red Dwarf is backwards. Yeah, I remember that one. Right, let me just nip back to the other. There we go, and I need to find, before we finish off, where was the talk about Red Dwarf? Apparently, it's this one. So that is the Red Dwarf through Alien RPG. Right, let's take on this lizard. Let's see if we will actually do well. Right, so let's change back to the sling. Shit. She doesn't have any darts. I completely forgot. Okay, so you'll have to... I don't think you've got anything to... it's done, and let's go on for now. I don't think she had any offensive spells. Oh dear, storm's down. Oh shit, I can't. For fuck's sake. Because the bloody lizard's too close. Great. Don't guard. A lot of missing going on. It's not going to be long before gold moon's down. 1 hit point. Fucking hell. Not a chance. It was worth a try anyway. Carl's dead. Oh, Paddy did. Well, it was worth a try. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is... It's back in Windows, just so I've got a screensaver. Yeah, totally surrounded. It's been a couple of times that's happened in this stream, like when Core was surrounded by about 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 orcs, and there was 2 on the outside, and I did a poll of, is Core going to survive? Which he didn't, but he did take out 2 orcs before he died. So at least that's something. So what I'm going to do is, so we don't have to sit here and watch me try and grind for another session. I'm going to offline try and get as much experience out of that small area that we were grinding on, and maybe push the rest of them if I can to at least level 2, because it might give us a bit more leeway into certain other areas, and I might kind of see if I can go around to other areas and see if they're safe not to look into. Well, maybe I can leave that and then we can experience it together. No, what I'll do is I'll push the rest of them to level 2 because I need to get them that way. Because we've got an area for us to keep doing the experience. It just saves you having to watch me having to do it every week. And then we'll play around with certain different areas and get them out of the way. So I think that's a better idea. Thanks everybody for popping in for all the chats. Yep, okay, just checking the chat. Yeah, thanks for popping in for all the chats. I will hopefully be back on Friday, so let me just get the schedule out. There we go. Thanks for the stream, no problem there, Geeky Chappy. So back on Friday, that's going to be the last week in for Soccer Kid, and that's going to be on the Amiga. Then I'll also do some Ant Stream as well, because with Soccer Kid, I can do about an hour and a half before I get to the point of just frustration. So we'll do that as well. Then on Sunday, we've got the last in the Let's Console Ourselves in Halloween. We're looking at, I believe it's NES and Game Boy. And then Amiga Monday, I've started to get the rest of the Mondays off now until the end of the year. So it gives me more time to do stuff in the morning. And I was going to do something yesterday, but unfortunately I didn't. I was busy with other stuff yesterday, so I never got around to doing Amiga Monday yesterday. So what I'm going to do is, it's Halloween next Monday, isn't it? So I'm going to do something Halloweeny, and I think I said... Yeah. Thanks very much, Antaeus. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the streamers showing all the RPG stuff with us, no problem. Yeah, so next Monday's Halloween. I'm going to be off anyway, so I'm going to decide between now and Sunday whether I'm going to start a little earlier. I think we did say that we were going to do something specific, and there was talk of maybe we could do Elvira or Waxworks, or maybe the arcade game for Elvira. So I'll have a think about that, and I'll decide that closer to the time. So it's definitely going to be a Halloween special on that Monday. And then obviously Tuesday we're going to be back to role-playing again. So that's the schedule for upcoming. And let's see who is available for raiding. Just have a look. No, there, Geek Chappy. And one person's just gone. Okay, let's go and raid that girl Joey. Not done a raiding that girl Joey for a while. She's playing some C64. She's got some weird kind of game. Weird game. She's got some sort of word game. It's called Bumfuzzle Games or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, pop over to her and see about that. Just start the raid. Right, there we go. Alright, so you know my schedule, and pop in whenever you're next available. I think that's really what to say. So until then, I will see you later. Bye.